Hello dear viewers, welcome back to Cyberosis. Today in this video, let me talk about the lunch module. That is, if you are in a rush for lunch and craving for something delicious, what you'll do, you'll get up from your place and go in search for the food, right? But Odoo has this module, which is the lunch module, which enables you to order whatever food is there on the menu from your desk itself. Impressive, right? So let me show you how to set up the lunch module. Without wasting any time, let's move on to the module and see how it works. Let's see how the lunch app works. For that, I'm opening the lunch module. This is the lunch. So opening it will show you three different menus, which is My Lunch, Manager, as well as the configuration. So under each, you have sub menus. So if you just click on these menus, you can see the sub menus. So let's begin from the configuration. Okay, so the lunch app requires configuration of overdraft settings and notifications. So to access these settings, you have to navigate to the configuration settings. So under the settings, you have two different options, which is lunch overdraft and reception notification. So what is this lunch overdraft? Here you have to enter the maximum overdraft amount employees can accrue, and the currency format is determined by your company's localization settings. So here let's set the overdue as 10, the overdraft. Okay, so this will be the maximum overdraft the employees can reach. Here you have the reception notification. So from here you can customize the message users receive in the Discuss app upon food delivery. And the default message is your lunch has been delivered, enjoy your meal. So like even after this message is here, you can do the modifications required. So if you want to change this thing, means you can simply select this and add whatever message you want to show. So that's the thing. Once you do any kind of changes over it, make sure you save it. Okay, so that is done. Now if you go to the configuration, you have a menu. We have vendor. I'll talk about it. First, let's go to locations. So here in the locations, you can see lunch locations. Pre-created locations are here like the HQ office, office 1, 2 and 3. And the thing is that when the lunch application is installed, Odoo will automatically create an HQ office location, which is this. Okay. So if your company operates from multi locations, what you have to do is you'll need to configure them within the app. So here's how to add a new location. Obviously, you have to open the locations and click on the new button. Okay. So what happens is that a blank line will appear in the list for you. Now here you have to enter the name of your location. So I'll give new office. Okay. So new office. So that's the name I'm giving. And then you have the address field. So if you want, you can specify the address of your new office. So that can be specified as well as the company. Okay, to which company it belongs to. That can be done. So if you want to add additional locations, you can repeat the same procedure. So this is the office which the location which we have created. Okay, so that's how simply you can create a lunch location. So we'll need these locations in somewhere else. I'll show you where it is. Now, you know now how to create a location. Next, we have the alerts. So let the product and product categories be there. We'll go to it. Next, let's go and click on the alerts. So this will allow you to set up alerts that will appear within the app or are sent to employees via the Discuss app. So no alerts are configured by default. Okay, so let's see how to create a new one. For that, click on new and a blank form will come. Okay, so here you have to fill out the form. The first thing is the alert name, which is the required field. So a short and a descriptive name can be given there. So I'll put new lunch. New lunch vendor is what I'm giving as the alert name. Or anything else can be given. And then you have the display where you have to choose how the alert has been displayed, whether you have to alert in app or the chat notification. So I'm putting it as alert in app itself. And so once you choose alert in app, what happens is that it will be visible within the lunch app. And if you choose the other one, which is chat notification, this will be sent to the employees via the Discuss module. Okay. And then you have the location. So you know now how why we've created the location, right? So you can select the locations where the alerts should appear. So select all location if the alert applies company wide. Okay, so just click on this and you can choose multiple. So I'll choose new office, then HQ. Like I'm going to choose all the locations here. So the ones which are already there is shown in bold. Okay, and office 3. So I've chosen all the locations so that this will be displayed in all of the locations. That is, the alert will be displayed in all of the locations. Then you have this show until. So this is to set an expiration date for the alert. So I'll just put an expiry date which is 31st. Okay, so that can be set here. Then you have the active button. So this is to enable the active and this button is actually enabled by default. That is, the alert is enabled by default. So if you want to disable it, what you have to do is you have to toggle it. And then you have the message, which is the which is a required field, and it is the alert text. So I'll put this. This is a new alert. Okay. And then, yeah, that's it. You can specify whatever message you need as the alert, and it can be provided here. And then you have this chart, okay, where you can set the days on which all days this should be available also. Okay, so you have to select the day of the week the alert should be sent. So all days are active by default, and if you want to deactivate any of these days, you can simply click. Okay, so if I don't want an alert on Wednesday, means I can simply click it and that will be disabled. So let it be as such. Okay, so this is how an alert has been created. Now I'm going to save this. Okay, so this is saved right now, and that's how you create a alert inside this. So other than alerts, you have a lot of things, which is the vendors and all, right? So next, let's move on to the vendors. So what you have to do is you have to go to the configuration and you can find the vendors under configuration. So there are a lot of vendors such as the, you know, Hungry Dog, the Coin Gourmand, the Pizza Inn, and such things are there. So if you want to create a new one, what you have to do, you have to click on new. So here I'm going to switch it to the list view and let's create a new one. So this is the vendor creation form. So here you can simply create a vendor by specifying the name of the person. So here you can specify the name of the person, and I'm going to give the name as the pizzeria in itself. Okay, so that's the name of the vendor. And here you can choose the vendor. Okay, so that is, you can type, you can actually select an existing vendor from the drop down as well. So if I'm choosing Amy, means this vendor name will change to that. Okay, or else you can create a new vendor for the lunch module. So let it Amy be the vendor, or simply a new one can be created. That's it. It's nothing confusing and all. Okay, and next you have the option to enter address of the vendor. So the address have to be specified over here. So the address like the street, city, country, zip code and all should be provided. Then you have to, set the email. So if you are choosing an existing vendor, means that vendor's phone number, company address and email will be taken here. Next, you have a section which is the availability. Okay, so the availability section actually displays a table with the days of the week across the top row and checkboxes below. So you can set the availability of the vendor. And then here you have the extras. So extra one label, extra one quantity and all. So what is this extras here? Okay, so the extras are some optional extra items that can be offered with vendor products. So these extras are configured globally for all items from the vendor. So therefore only extras applicable to all products should be added. Okay, so to configure the extra, you have extra one. So here you can enter a name for the extra category. So here the name is extras, let it be there. And then you have the extras quantity. So you can choose how extras have been selected, whether it's none or more, one or more, or only one. So I'm putting only one. Okay. So if it's only one, then what happens is that only one selection is allowed. If you choose one or more, at least one selection is required. None or more means selection is optional. Okay. And then you have the extra two label. Okay. So here in the extra two label also, you can add another extras label, whether it's a beverage, and the quantity also, whether none or more, one or more, whatever it is, you can choose it from here. And then you have the order section, right? You have the order section. So this section defines the vendor's service area. So the delivery option, the location, the sent order by and all is given there. So here you can choose the delivery if the vendor delivers or no delivery for customer pickup. So here no delivery will be there by default. So if you want, you can change it. So I'm putting it to no delivery. So if there is delivery, then you have this field which is location. So here you have to select the locations they can order from this vendor and leave blank to allow all locations to order. Okay. So if you are choosing a location, so I'll put new office. So only people which are coming under new office, that is that particular location, can order for it. So I am putting this to delivery. And here you have sent order by. How the order should be sent, either by phone number or email. So any of these can be chosen. And then you have this thing which is to add the items. Okay, so you can give the name as well as the price for this particular vendor, that is different products. Okay, so I'll put Maggie and the price I'm setting it to 10. Then similarly you can add multiple items over here. Okay, this is the extras actually. Okay, so for extras, the first one you can add anything. So I'll just put mayo. For that I'm charging 10. So that's the extras. And for beverage, I'm adding orange juice, which is 10. And then I'm adding cola, which is also 10. Okay. So similarly, you can add items for your extras so that people can look into them and then order for it. Okay. So here, if you want, you can change this. This is not an extra. I'm just adding something else. Let it be a wasabi. And I'm adding 10 for it. Okay. So this is how simply a vendor can be created inside the lunch module. Okay. So after this is done, what you have to do is you have to simply save this. Okay, so phone number is a required field. So I'm giving a phone number and saving this. So a new vendor has been added to the lunch module. So we've talked about the settings, the vendors, the locations, the alerts. Next, we have the products and the product categories. Now, if you go to the products, what happens is that you can see all the products which comes under the the lunch app. Okay, so the lunch app doesn't include any pre-configured products, so you must add and configure each item before orders can be placed. So all these food items is added over here. For you all to add a new one, click on new, name it, that is the product name. I'm giving it as a rice. Okay, rice is the name of the product. Now you have the product category, so it can be it can come under the sandwiches, juices, drinks and all. Okay, so I'll put it under sushi. And you can choose the vendor. I'm choosing Amy. The price can be given here. So I'm giving the price as 20. And you can specify a description for your product. Okay. So let it be there. And here you have the new until. That is to set a date after which the new tag will no longer appear on the product. So I'll set the date to next month. And here you have the company to select a specific company to make the product available only to that company. So you can leave it blank so that it will be available in all other companies. And then you can select and set an image for the product. So it's how simply you can create a product. I'm saving it. And next, if you go on to the product categories, what happens is that this will actually help you to organize the products under each of these categories. So to create one, go on and click on new. Okay, and then you have to add a new category, anything, it can be anything. So if I'm adding rice items or something, okay, this is the name of my category, and here you can set a company. Okay, so to make them available only on that company or make it available globally. So you can add that and also add a category. So you are saving this. So this is how simply you can create a you know category also. So I'm going to the product and searching for rice which I created, and here the category I'm changing it to rice items. Okay, and I'm saving it. Now if you go back to the products and I'm removing the filter, you can see for the category rice item, one item is there. Okay, so that's how you can configure a product category and the product inside the lunch module. Okay, so that's how simply you can do it. Next is we've configured all these things. Okay, and this is the manager menu, let it be there. Next thing is to create a new order. So go to my lunch, go to new order, and here you can see the alert which we created, that is this is a new alert. Okay, so this is the new alert, and here in the dashboard what you can see is different you know products. Okay, so your orders and all are seen here. So I'm going to create a new order. Okay, so for that I'm going to put this into the list view. So this will be showing you how to order the lunches. So before that, if you go to the searches and put on available today, the products which are available today will be shown here. Okay, so here you can see for Maggie, the cheese and ham, the pasta, the chicken curry, everything is available over here. Okay, so this filter will show only the products which are available based on the vendor availability. Now, what you have to do is you have to browse products by category and vendor using the filter on the left. Okay, so you can check multiple check boxes, uh, like multiple categories or vendors, and then what you can do is I'll just choose this. Go on and searching for rice. So that's the product. Okay, there is no product available today. That's not available today. Okay, fine. So here we have this. So I'm choosing the pizza vegetarian and the country. Okay, so both of them are been selected right now. Okay, two selected. Okay, now if you check the check boxes in each section to filter by multiple categories, your filter will only show the products that like what I did before. Okay, now your order summary information will be shown here on top. Okay, so on the top of the dashboard, as you can see here, this will be shown. Your account has this much money and your order is already received. So for you all to order a new lunch, you have to do this. Okay, so from the order your lunch, what you have to do is you have to click on the product, and that will open a thing. This is the thing, that is the pizza vegetarian as I selected. I clicked it and this has been opened, and you can see the price over here. If you want to add the olives to it, you can check this and add the notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to cart. So you can see one has been added. So I'm just choosing the country as well. This is for 3. So adding this to the cart as well. So you can see both of them are right now under to order section. Okay, so this pop-up will display the product image, the name, price and all, as you've already seen, and any available extras or categories with labels and prices. So you can select the desired one. Okay, and enter any special request, and then what you can do is you can add it to cart. Okay, so this is how you can order it. It has been added to the cart. So just clicking on this will make the quantity double. So I just want one quantity of all of these, and the total is given there. Okay. Now what you have to do is you can see the order summary. So once you add items into your order, they'll appear in your order summary at top of the dashboard, as you can see. And along with your account information and details of all the order placed today, you can see the product status tag, that is to order. Okay, and the ordered ones can be seen, whether it's sent or received, they can also be seen. So you can adjust the product quantities by clicking on the plus icon, and the right side of the summary shows the total cost. So you can see the total cost over here, whether it's already paid or not, you can see here. Okay, so to pay the total cost, whether it's already paid, how much is already paid, and all is given here in detail. So, how to submit an order? So, once all the things are selected, you can simply click on order now to submit your order. So, I've clicked it, and here you can see it's been ordered. So, the order tracking can be done from here. So, whether it's ordered, whether it's sent, and all can be seen here. Okay. So, how is an order received? So, when your order arrives a Lunch App Manager, that person will confirm its receipt and you'll receive a notification. So, if you go to the manager, you can see today's order. So, here the manager has come because I've logged in as admin. So, you can see 2 orders have come already. Now, what you have to do is you can simply choose this. Okay. So, if you want to cancel it, the canceling can be done from here. Okay. So that's how you can see it. So to cancel, what happens is that you can simply click on cancel. So I'm canceling this one. This request has been cancelled. That is for the country food. Okay. So this will show the order date, the vendor, the product, the extras and all. Okay. The total cost for each order is displayed on the order date line, and you have the option to cancel the order, and even you can reset it. Okay, so to click reorder button next to the received item, and then what happens is that you can set it. So here you have the ordered one, so the canceling can be done from here. If you go to my lunch, you have the new order. Okay, so here you can see only one is there, that is the pizza vegetarian, because the other one is already cancelled. Okay, so that's how the manager can do all those things. So here he can see the orders which have come today. Okay, so resetting is also possible over here. So this is the reset one. Okay, so just check the order, click on receive. So this is in received state. So if you go back to my lunch, click on new order, you can see this is received and the other one is under ordered state. So that's the today's order. Then you have the option to control vendor for managers. Okay. So like each vendor, their orders can be seen based on different vendors. So you can control the orders based on the vendors from here. So you can check this, you can receive it from here. Okay. You can cancel it from here. All those things can be done easily based on the vendors for manager. Okay. So based on accounts also you can do that. So for Mark demo, how much orders are there? For Michelle admin, how much orders are there? So based on accounts also the manager can control it and also control the cash moves of different users. Okay. So for Mark demo, the description and the amount is there, similar to Michelle admin. Okay, that's the manager. And under my lunch, you have already seen the new order. Then you can see your order history. So this is your order history, how much food you've ordered, the amount, the status, everything is visible there. And then you have my account history. So how much amount is available now, how much amount you've already spent and all that is the deduction can be seen from here. Okay, so everything regarding the lunch can be easily managed by using the lunch module in Odoo 80. Okay, so it's that simple to manage the lunch module. So I hope it's clear. So yeah, guys, that's it. So that's how you can easily manage and reduce your lunch stress. So thank you so much for watching and see you guys in the next video.